the very first season of Total Drama Island, all of the contestants thought the winner was going to be declared by a jury vote, but that didn't happen. However, I am curious, what if the show actually went through with that concept? In this video, I'm going to be doing what if that was the case for Total Drama Island, along with Total Drama Action and Total Drama World Tour. Island, I can just do kinda quickly because they thought that was going to be the case anyway, and everything played out as such. Where I feel like the future seasons, like the entirety of canon, everything Total Drama, would drastically change if the factor of the most liked or whoever would win at the end would be by jury vote. If that was the case in every season and the contestants knew that, I think that would like change what would happen in Total Drama completely, because that's a huge factor you have to keep in like the back of your mind. A lot of you might think that this is a shoe-in for Owen because they were divided into like sectionals to seed in, and a lot more people were in the Owen one, but that's because he kept trying to bribe them with the party and stuff. If they were actually able to sit down and tell the jury why they should win, why they need to win, what they would do with the money if they did win, I'm sure she could like sway the vote, or at least a few votes her way, because I think she could be a better talker than Owen ever could. However, he is super likable and didn't burn anyone for the most part. Alright, from Trent to Sadie, these are the 10 that were originally supporting Gwen, and then these 4 still supported her even after Owen convinced the others, so I'm pretty sure these 4 would be a shoe-in vote. Eva, you a real one. You were not budging for Owen's stupid little party. Lindsay actually surprised me. She was already sitting over with Gwen instead of Owen, but I'm assuming because she feels so bad like messing with Gwen with Heather all season that she gave her the vote. Heather, Harold, Izzy, they all definitely cast their vote towards Owen, and you know what? I feel like Justin could be persuaded to Owen's side, or maybe a little something like that. Ezekiel, Noah also voting Owen. I am aware that Katie and Sadie kinda don't like Gwen. I could definitely see them tossing a vote for Owen. Same thing with Tyler. However, Bridget, Duncan, Jeff, and Courtney, I would definitely think they give, Gwen the upper hand and playing the better game. Now, this really comes down to these two, because these two are like kind of a little bit most of the unpredictable. DJ, I'm just gonna go ahead and give to Owen, but I really think Beth would vote Gwen, so this is probably how like Justin, I mean, actually now that I think about it, he probably could just vote Gwen low-key, so hey, at least from what I see, I do believe that Gwen would be the alternate, or not the alternate, the main canon winner in TDI. Alright, now for TDA, the second season though, I'm gonna have to brainstorm a little bit because like I said earlier, the fact it is a jury vote would change a lot. Bridget and Jeff, I don't think it would change that. And then I would also probably say Izzy through DJ also probably stays the same. Oops. But Lindsay, I feel like would get voted off a lot earlier. Same thing with Owen maybe, due to like threat wise. Lashana made a lot of people mad by lying, so I think that would actually keep her around a little bit longer. Harold, Beth, and Heather going next, which I could definitely see this being the final 4. And honestly, the final 2 I think would be the most fitting for this is Courtney versus Justin. I think the votes being almost tied and only differentiating by 1 is how we could easily get like the alternate universes and stuff. Canon winnings and the alt winnings. Courtney burned a lot of people, and Justin, he fumbled and he lost a little bit of charm this season, but at the same time, he did try. He made himself into the conversation. He tried to wiggle into the game like mechanics of it. Tour, it's going to be a little bit different because there are 3 teams and a lot of already like established relationship among the contestants, along with the fact that 2 new people are in the game. Duncan, per usual, just wants to quit. He is not about that. He does not want to sing. Ezekiel, you did lose the stick and it is very early in the game, so immediately I think that would stay the same. Duncan quit. DJ tried to quit. Harold quit. I'm just now noticing that this boy Justin trying to slip his way into this game. Boy, if you don't get out of here. I hate the fact he tried to do that. You know what? You're gonna come down here with Packatil. Yeah, enjoy the freak show, bitch. Honestly, everyone on Team Victory is like super likable, so I don't think they mind getting anyone from their team out, especially if it costs them the challenge. They just put like all of the fan favorites on one team, which really sucks. Alright, this is going to be the first one to be different. Izzy is supposed to hit a plane, but there's a reason that's not going to happen, because in this universe where I get to have some say, some control, and they do whatever, I don't like the fact that Justin is by himself, so Izzy and Cody are both gonna go to this team. And I know Cody's, such relief. He did not want to be over there, and it would make sense, at least to me. And for this episode in particular, I really think that DJ's team would win, and this is where it would cause like a ripple effect for stuff to start finally being different, because these two are factually really good swimmers. DJ is a very fast swimmer. I don't know about the going under stuff, because I'm a great swimmer, but I can't go underwater. I just float, and I hate it. I wish I could go underwater. And DJ cannot get the unfair treatment now. This is probably when it becomes a tie between Alejandro and Noah, and Alejandro would definitely win that tiebreaker, RIP Noah. This is the challenge where they gotta capture a criminal, and it ends up bringing a contestant back. The team to do so is obviously gonna be Alejandro, Tyler, and Owen, and the criminal that was brought back is obviously Ezekiel. What you think this was? He gonna be with the boys, and he's safe. Worst performing was probably Team Amazon, I think that's their name, just cause there are a lot of bickering and definitely not communication, and I definitely think these three would vote Gwen, especially since Sierra hates the fact Cody likes Gwen and not her. Alejandro would definitely use this moment, with Ezekiel being in the game, to target Tyler. I feel like it'd be another tie, and Alejandro would once again win, and I feel like it'd be great character development. Everyone could see Alejandro's a threat because he's beating everyone in tiebreakers, and he's now noticing that Owen keeps voting for him. Now this challenge involves animals, and as you know, DJ has a huge curse on him this season involving animals, so this might be the season where he gets murked. And hey, it's actually for an actual reason, not some BS. He gets voted off early. My bad if the merge was earlier, but it's for sure starting now. Alright, this is another challenge where someone is supposed to debut, and it's Blaney, but that's because she won something. So instead of Blaney winning son, I'm gonna go ahead and say it's Eva. I think throwing Eva in the mix would throw humor into this. Sierra wins immunity, and Izzy, now you are voted off. This is the nasty eating challenge, and you obviously know who got that, bro. And I won't even lie, I feel like for sure Alejandro would pull some move. Courtney, Sierra, everyone is talking, but in the end, the votes are tied. Sierra and Cody, and just like the actual episode, both of them are gonna be voted off, and that is probably Sierra's dream, is to be voted off the same episode double limb that Cody is. Alright, since Zeke did not get derailment plot and he's actually still sane, I'm gonna say that Izzy has gone wild, and now for legal reasons they have to get her back on the plane, but she refuses to go because she's made one with a Wilder son, and the remaining contestants have to capture her. And I definitely feel like Eva is winning this one. And Owen, since this is by jury vote, you are definitely the most likable person here, so I can definitely see them targeting you. Alejandro wins immunity. Eva, now you're for sure out. I like the fact that I put you in the season, but I think it's probably better that someone who is actually in this season wins. And low-key, high-key, I'm not going to be a cornball and let Ezekiel make it to the end, which means this is the final three, and I think that these are very strong final three. Heather and Courtney for sure made a pact to take down Alejandro, but just like in the show, he wins immunity. Those two have to fight each other, and Courtney gets blamed. Now, y'all can do whatever, because the final two is exactly what happened anyway. But that's cause World Tour is fire, bro. It's the elimination order and the character development on the way to get there. And Lord, I know people on Twitter hate me saying this, but World Tour is my favorite season, so go on. Thank you guys so much for watching this. Just keep in mind, everything is only my opinion. Let me know what else you guys want to see, and I dare every single one of you to have a good day. Yes, even the one watching this on the TV. Why are you watching this on the TV? What? This is why you don't watch stuff on the TV, bro. Yeah, don't go get your remote now. It's too late to turn this shit down.